On a small village farm, nestled among a field of sunflowers, a new day was beginning. The sun had just appeared on the horizon, illuminating everything around it with bright rays. The old oak tree, which grew on the edge of the field, rustled its leaves, confirming the arrival of morning. The rooster, our main character of the story, greeted the dawn on the roof of the barn, crowing his famous song. He was a proud and brave rooster who dreamed of flying high in the sky. He protected his friends, the farm animals, and did everything possible to make them feel safe. When the rooster finished his song, the animals on the farm began to wake up. Many different animals lived on the farm. Wise old cow Martha, funny and lazy cat Max, shy goat Seika, and many others. They were all different, but together they made up one big family. Harmony reigned on the farm, and each animal played its role. For example, Martha helped children learn and play together after school, and Cat Max sometimes told funny stories, making everyone laugh. One day, while the rooster and friends were discussing their plans for the day, they heard a strange sound in the distance. Everyone immediately became alarmed, and the rooster realized that some danger was approaching. All the animals on the farm were grateful to the rooster for his protection and care, and they knew that together they could overcome any difficulties and dangers. So began their story about the brave rooster. Let's begin. One morning, just as the rooster had finished his morning call, and all the animals were ready to start their day, they noticed a strange shadow in the sky. A crow flying over the farm caused alarm among the animals. "What kind of bird is that?" "It looks dangerous," exclaimed little chick Lena. "Don't worry, friends. I will protect you from this crow," said the rooster bravely, and started thinking of a plan to drive away the uninvited guest. The surrounding environment was charming. The green grass swayed in the wind, and the beautiful sunflowers, turning their heads towards the sun, created a cozy atmosphere. However, the crow perched on a branch of the old oak tree disrupted the tranquility of the place. The rooster decided to talk to the crow first. He approached the tree and shouted loudly, "Hey, crow, why did you come here? We are peaceful animals and don't want any trouble." "Thou!" The crow looked mockingly at the rooster and replied, "Oh, little rooster, I just came for lunch. Your chicks look so appetizing." The animals on the farm became frightened, and the rooster realized that he would have to put in an effort to protect his friends. He quickly devised a plan. "All chicks, hide in the barn. Max, you get on the roof and distract the crow with your stories. And I'll figure out how to drive her away," ordered the rooster. Cat Max was a little scared, but agreed to help. He climbed onto the roof of the barn and began telling various funny stories he knew. The crow, listening to the cat, forgot her sinister plans for a moment and began to laugh. However, the rooster knew that this distraction would not last forever. Meanwhile, the rooster quickly constructed a trap for the crow, using old ropes and a piece of bright cloth. He carefully placed the trap on the branch where the crow was sitting and hoped it would work. When Max finished his last story, the crow, already about to fly into the barn, accidentally stepped on the trap's rope. In an instant, she was caught, and the rooster climbed the tree to meet her face to face. "We are a family, and we will protect each other at any cost. Now go away and never come back." The crow, realizing her defeat, nodded and asked the rooster to release her. The rooster agreed, but warned that if she returned, they would be ready to fight again. When the crow flew away, all the farm animals emerged from their hiding places and joyfully thanked the rooster for the rescue. Peace returned to the farm, and the animals went back to their daily chores, knowing they were safe, under the protection of their valiant rooster. The next morning, as the farm animals enjoyed the warm rays of the sun, a cunning fox approached the farm like a creeping shadow. She had already heard about the valiant rooster, who protected his charges from danger, and decided to test her strength against him. The fox slipped onto the farm's territory, as if she were merely an illusion, and sneaked into the rabbit enclosure. The rooster spotted the fox from afar and understood that this would be a real battle of wits. He gathered all the farm animals and explained the situation. Everyone was on guard and ready for a new challenge. The rooster devised a cunning plan, deciding to use the fox against herself. He began talking to the fox, using very intelligent words to confuse her and make her less attentive. The rooster spoke about how the sun disappears beyond the horizon, like a golden apple rolling down a mountain, and then returns the next day, despite all obstacles. The fox listened to his words, trying to understand their meaning, and became less and less focused on her goal. Meanwhile, Goat Martha and Ram Barney crawled to the rabbits and carefully moved them to the barn, where no one could see them. When the fox finally collected her thoughts and decided to make her move, she found that the rabbits had disappeared. She was stunned and confused, not understanding what had happened. The rooster, meanwhile, struck a victorious pose and announced that their unity and ability to think ahead had outsmarted the fox. The next day, the fox came up with an even more cunning plan to try to deceive the rooster and take the rabbits. She decided to pretend that she was being pursued by a dangerous snake and asked for shelter from the farm animals. The fox hoped that the rooster and the animals would believe her and accept her among them, giving her the opportunity to steal the rabbits. The fox approached the farm, pretending to be frightened and defenseless. The rooster and the farm animals watched her suspiciously, but decided to listen to her story. The fox told them that her life was in danger, and she would do everything in her power to protect them if they provided her with shelter. However, the rooster was not so easily deceived. He suggested that the fox undergo a test to prove her sincerity and loyalty. The rooster proposed that the fox catch and destroy the snake that was allegedly pursuing her. The fox, realizing that she could not complete this task because the snake did not actually exist, found herself in a difficult situation. She tried to justify herself, but the rooster and the farm animals were unwavering in their decision. They knew that the fox was trying to deceive them again, and this time they were prepared for her tricks. The fox, realizing that her plan had failed, decided to retreat and flee, not daring to approach the farm and try to deceive them again. The farm animals and the rooster celebrated their victory over the cunning fox once again. The sunny summer day on the farm was especially bright and warm. Golden sunflowers surrounded the fields, and lush greenery and colorful flowers created an atmosphere of joy and prosperity. A gentle breeze tickled the leaves of the trees, and all the animals enjoyed a peaceful evening. The chicks and the rabbit, who had been saved thanks to the resilience and intelligence of the rooster, decided to surprise him. They secretly gathered in one of the barns and prepared a huge, juicy, and fragrant cake for him to thank their protector and hero. The other animals were aware of their plan and eagerly awaited the moment when the surprise would be revealed. While the rooster proudly walked around the farm, checking that all the animals were safe, the chicks and the rabbit carefully decorated the cake with colorful icings and fresh berries making it even more attractive and delicious. When everything was ready, they invited all the animals to gather in the yard to hold a Thanksgiving celebration. The rooster, suspecting nothing, approached the crowd of gathered animals and was amazed at what he saw. In front of him stood a huge cake, sincere smiles on the faces of his friends, and the scent of celebration filled the air. He felt his heart overflowing with pride and warmth, realizing that all his efforts and selflessness had been duly appreciated. The rooster expressed his gratitude to all the farm animals for such a wonderful surprise, and said that he would always protect them as they were his real family. Everyone happily began to eat the cake, savoring its unique taste.